We couldn't find the wire that we left up there a few years ago. We ended up having to pull a new one in. What we're gonna do is a wireless switch setup. So we're pulling it from this hole to this location right beside the attic entry. We're gonna add a Lutron caseta switch right there, and then we're gonna feed that up to the attic light because we know that that has power in it because it's on a pull chain. This is an Allied molded fiberglass cut-in box. These are my favorite. There is a little bit of an art to tracing and cutting these out. You always want to be sure when you're cutting something in that there is no stud in the way. With this attic right there, it was pretty easy to tell because I could just reach my head up there and see. Another thing you'll notice is no insulation came through that hole. I did scrape it all back before I cut it out. I have both wires in the box now. I've got the wire from the ceiling fan and then the wire that's going to go up to that light in the attic. These boxes have this little wing that when you tighten the screw, it goes out and pinches the drywall in between that wing and this metal wing right here. That way it clamps it right in place. So this is the Lutron caseta switch that I'm gonna be using. It does have a wireless switch with it, and I'll show you how to wire all this up and pair this wireless switch with it. So now we've got this master switch wired up. The hot wire or the power wire comes straight to this black. The load, which would be the ceiling fan in this case, goes to the red. The blue gets capped. It is 4 3-way applications, and then you've got the neutral and the ground. And that's how the switch looks like when it's all finished up. Like I said earlier, we've got the wire that goes all the way to the fan, and then we've got this wire, which is our power wire that goes directly to this light in the attic. So I junctioned all my hots together, all my neutrals, and then my grounds. And that's all there is to it for the power side. The reason I installed this switch in the ceiling and not in the attic is because these cannot be in a temperature above 104 degrees Fahrenheit. So by covering it up with insulation, it will take the same temperature as the room. Now to pair this master switch with the Pico, you just hold the off button until the light starts flashing. I believe it's 6 seconds. So there you see the light blinking right there. Now we are at this Pico, so you hold it for 6 seconds and it will start flashing. Just like that. And that tells you they're paired.